Alright, welcome guys and a very good evening on August the 3rd. This is Thursday, so this is GFinity Elite Series and we have a Challenger Series, sorry for that. And we have some good matches coming up. We're at the semi-finals of tonight's bracket and we'll be able to catch both of the games. Before we get started though, I'll be your host for tonight. I am Mythsky and we're here together with our big bear. We have King-Kodiak over here.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, mothers, fathers, daughters, sons, brothers, and sisters. Oh, I have longed to get back in this commentary position. So, let's get this underway, shall we, as soon as we possibly can. Now, we have got, for our first semi-final this evening, Team Aether, which consists of Killer number 7, Yukio, and Sweaty Mix, and Team A, which consists of Louty, Sebadam, and Astillan.
Yeah, Veron D, it's gonna be super interesting to hear you call that out during the games. She'll be screaming all the time. I just assumed there were pirates or something.
Okay, let's get these players sent in.
So in the meantime, let me keep you guys up to date with the other games that we have coming up as well, because this is the first of the semifinals that we have. Our second game, we will see the Descending Angels playing against either Uses MLG team or Pepperoni. That game is not up yet. That's the game that we'll be casting afterwards, and when we have both of the semis done, we will go to our grand finals, obviously. But yeah, if we look at these teams, there are a few players that stand out on the rosters of both Aether and ARG. And if we take a look at Aether's roster again, you already mentioned them for us, Kodiak. The person that really does stand out here is Killer number 7. We've seen him quite often. And then for ARG, we have Sebadan, our LCS Season 1 player. What do you expect from these guys?
Oh, difficult to say. I mean, as you say, the standout players by reputation are Killer number 7 and Sebadam, so we would expect them to be the powerhouses of their respective teams. But let's not take it away from Yukio and Sweaty Mix for Aether and Louty and Astillan. Whilst slightly less proven, they are certainly names that have been in the Rocket League scene before. We have got, that is Aether that has jumped in, so we are just waiting for Team ARG to join us, and we will get this first semi-final underway.
And looks like there they are. Alright, we have them all in, so as soon as they tune up to the booth, we will get started. We'll have this first kickoff on our way. This is, as I said, this semi-finals will be a best of 5 series. After the upcoming best of 5, we will know who is going to move on to the grand finals. Will that be Aether or will that be ARG?
We're just waiting for one side to take the first leap, and then we'll get going. Come on, guys. There we go. Sebadam first to jump. So, Mythsky,
all right,
over to you.
Let's jump over. I'll be performing the play-by-play cast this time, and we have King-Kodiak on the backup board. So let's get this started. First off, kickoff. Let's see who will get that. Looks like Yukio is going to get that. Immediately the players jumping up on midfield. Not really getting that as Sweaty Mix tries to take it away. Move over them as he tries to make a shot. Immediately bumps it over the keeper, and that's a quick start for Aether.
Well. I mean, Louty came up on the board. He didn't rebound bounce well enough at all. And, yeah, Sweaty Mix just sent that one home. Caught everybody napping. 8 seconds on the clock.
It's a very quick start and a great start for Aether as they're anxious to make another goal. The ball's already in orange half. Unless Australian has something to say about no. Killer number 7 manages to center it up. It doesn't have the full control, so the ball will break through. Now defense is lacking. This has to be a quick turnaround. Let's move over to Lottie. He did center it, but it gets saved by Sweaty Mix as he clears it away. Number 7 immediately going after the ball. Mio passes it side. There is Lottie again, able to intercept. Has to center it at some point, but does not have enough boost to really get there. 7M is trying to go after it. Wants to demo the goalie. That almost works out as the goalie had to jump away, but Yukio is still there. Gonna try and jump after it. Doesn't really do that. Dies down a little bit at this point. A 7M wants to make the drop happen. Astillan makes it go far. And at some point, right now at least, we'll have a breakout for Aether. It seems to be going down a little bit. It's a bit slower, even though that shot came pretty close. with 3 minutes and 45 seconds left on the clock. It's still 1-0.
Aether turned that one around very, very quickly from quite a bit of offensive pressure. The offensive rotation working very, very well. Oh, and this could be an opportunity. That's gone slightly wide. Pented again.
Oh, it's a goal!
Look at that! Oh, what a way to level the score. Sillen pinching it off of the corner. Look at that! I don't think anybody saw that one coming, and yeah, leveled up. 3:32 on the clock to go.
Wow, that was a very impressive goal from Sillen. I mean, it started to look like Aether was about to increase their lead to 2-0. Not happening at all, as he just scores it from the line of their goal, actually. Yukio wants to drop it in, though. That does not work either. So let's see, though, if Ark is going to be able to take it away and try and force it into a lead. You see Sabadam hitting it over to the left side. Ball comes back. Lottie has to get that. Just hits it shy of the wall. Does blow up Yukio. Will that help as Oscillion is there? Yukio has to take it away. Does not do that. It looks like neither of the teams is really able to get through at this point. Ball being bounced off to the left corner again. Yukio has to go after. Is not there in time. Carrier number 7 finally makes the proper clear. Switch back to Lottie as well, as he has to win these contests. It will not happen. Sweaty Mink's able to center it to the goal. Be there quick now, has to win this contest, wins the contest. Lottie has to get it up front. He gets hit away just enough so he can't grab that boost. Ball's being hit over. That was a lousy clear from Sabadam, and that will cost him. Yukio 2-1. This was not the best clear you could have had.
Yeah, Sabadam should have had a stronger touch on that. Set Yukio up perfectly. Lauti was there, just misjudged where the touch was going to go. Yukio played it brilliantly well into the lower left corner.
Just like that, we see Aether taking a lead. We're only halfway through. It's currently 2-1 score in this first game of this best of 5 semifinals. As we see, Sweaty Mix battle it out with Oscillion. Sweaty Mix had to go down as he did not have any boost. Oscillion wants to go for a double tap, does not get that either, as Yukio is still there. Yukio has been really consistent on making those saves, even though he's only got one. Recall number 7 has to already. See Sweaty Mix hitting it over, just flies after it, makes the second hit. Scare number 7 wants to take it forward. Can't get the shot yet, gets cleared away. So I have to move over to the other side where Oscillion will be playing with it. Lottie has to jump up there, it's not there. And allows Yukio to get the shot out of nowhere. Now then, killer number 7 hits it far. Ball comes back, up centered, has to make the shot. Lottie is there waiting, is there Oscillion with the redirect, will not get in the goal either. Minute 30 left, 2-1. What do you think will happen?
Lottie again doing a fairly sort of job in the goal map. Oh, Sabadam didn't get a quick clear on that one. That could have been dangerous. Double commit there by Team Ark to try and get that away. Killer number 7's kept it live. A little bit of panic play, it would seem, by the Ark team. They need to get that defensive rotation sorted out. The offense from Aether has been pretty consistent. The pace has been fairly under control. Oh, no sooner do I say that than killer number 7 thunders that one towards the goal.
Yeah, it definitely is not over yet here as we enter our final minute. So Oscillion being able to push it through. Where is Sabadam? We're wondering for. We don't have to wait for that. Oscillion scores it. So we're focused on Lottie. Let's see how he did that. He hit it up in mid here, waited for a ball to bounce back, and was able to put it in a clear net. 2-all. We might go to overtime here.
Good, well done. Yukio should have cycled back to goal, waited for the ball to bounce, and by that point it was too late. The decision was made on where that ball was going to be placed. Oh, hello! Oh, not quite. Great effort by Sweaty Mix there.
That was a very close shot in order to force away overtime as... Oh no, but Sabadam hits it perfectly fine. Look at that. The clear that Sweet Mix had to make there was not too good. And Sabadam hits it right under the post there. And that is just enough to score it. They seem to be getting away with it now.
Clearing in front of your own goal is never a good idea. It's always try and get it away to the corners, and that pretty much went straight into Sabadam's lap. And yeah, he managed to get a great shot just under the bar. Sabadam, like so, Sabadam showing exactly how it should be done into the corner.
Let's see though if Ark is going to be able to win it, as they still have about 10 seconds left on the clock. It's looking good for them, and the drop is going to be made. Oh, Asilian wants to go for the double tap. That does not work out for him. Maybe a final breakout for the Aether guys. No, the ball will die in midfield. We have a 1-0 lead for ARG. So they take on here the semifinals against Aether.
There's been some good passing play there. Again, as was highlighted right at the end there by that late charge by Aether to try and level the score up at the very last. But the team infused man, Sebadam, keeping that one as a 3-2 scoreline. So we will see what happens next. Yeah, Aether really had some pretty bad defensive blunders there, particularly towards the end of that match. Let's see how this one goes.
Well, to be fair, we do need to give Aether some credit for the amount of work that they put into this game. We saw 7 saves coming out for the ARC team, only 3 for them. It looks like we will already be resuming. Let's switch back. This is game number 2. We have ARC currently leading 1-0 to try and take it on, but Mythsky has to be there quickly now. Puts it over to the side. There's killer number 7. He center it proper enough. Nobody's really there. And it looks like ARG is already taking their time. No time yet to wait for that, guys. See a double commit come in from Aether. Silin hits it up. This ball has to go back. Where is... There's Yukio. Not able to get it either. Scorer number 7 wants to hit it over to the left side. Let's keep a close look at Sebadam as he pinched it into a wall. What a beautiful pass from him. Almost goes in the goal directly as Yukio has to make it clear. Lower then. Sebadam just jumps over the ball there. Can't really get away with it as Sweetie Mix is still there. His boost gets stolen, so he can't do too much with that. Still grabs the boost, trying to go for boost star for the orange half. It's now been forced back. Let's take a look at the defensive side because we have Sebadam here together with Lottie. Sebadam will now try to hit it up. Hits it all the way up. Lottie takes it away. Cillian is waiting. Has to go up for it now, otherwise kill number 7 will grab it away. Does go up in time. There's the ball. But Yuki's there to clear it already. He wants to go for a quick clear. Hits the roof though, so kill number 7 did not really expect that. Just like that. Nothing too much of significance has happened yet, though we almost see a goal from kill number 7, but we're a minute and 40 in. And so far, no goals.
Yeah, the offensive rotation seemed to be working much better for Aether in the first match. They seem to really be taking their time a little bit too much. It's giving ARG that much more time to get that counter in place. Sweaty Mix has gone up for that one. God, he went a very long way for that, and that's a shot! Oh, goal line save. Didn't quite work for Simmons. He tried his best to get that one away, just could not get the power he needed to get that one away from the goal.
Yeah, at some point, I mean, the ball has to go in. He was pretty much standing still there on the goal line. Not much power that he could get behind that, and with killer number 7 being this close, it had to go in at some point. But as we can see, finally the break is there that Aether needed. They have their lead again, but we saw what happened last game when they had their lead as well. So then now they need to secure it, try to push it to at least a 2-goal of a lead. That would have been enough last time. Let's see if they'll be able to do that as Lottie manages to get it up. So now gonna go back for it. We have a real close by player cam as far as we can see. We see Azilian now try to take it away. Kill number 7 wants to go up. Doesn't really hit that. Yukio does though. Has to make the second hit. It's it up front. This is a clear shot for Sweetie Mix. Just goes wide. Now he has to put it in. No, hits it too far side. But there we have killer number 7. It's a bit funny to see these guys play. I mean, this shot, Sweetie Mix wasn't really able to make the angle there, and when killer number 7 is proven to make a more difficult angle, he actually does make that angle. But I guess that's the low class difference we see between the players.
I mean, Aether really did get their offensive rotation spot on. Every shot that was made was backed up by another player, and that really did leave Asilen stuck on his own as Louty missed the air clear. And Sebadam just could not get back quick enough, and that is a 2-0 then at this. We're over halfway stage, 2 minutes left on the clock.
2 minutes left indeed as Oscillion tries to push it all the way into blue half. An intercept being made by Lottie. Sebadam has to be quick, does make the demo and kill number 7. This could be the breakthrough that they need. But Yuki is still waiting on the goal line, hits it back to orange. They're able to Good contest from Yukio. Now has to get it past Sebadam. Gets it past Sebadam. Where is skill number 7? There he is! Almost a slow drop, but it just does not fall enough. Oh, what a great opportunity by kill number 7 there. So he now has to be worried that the orange half is not going to score as Arc tries to make a shot happen. No, they finally do get the ball away. No, I was too early. Lottie gets the angle.
Well played. Again, we saw, there we go, a double commit there in the net. They did manage to get down on the ground, but again, you see killer number 7 was the only one that was able to get back up for it. Yukio was back out of goal. That's why it's not generally a good idea to have 2 in goal. 2-1, 1:22 to go.
It seemed like quite a proper clear that Yukio was going to make there, but we saw Sebadam sneak in there, making sure that the ball didn't go as far back as the blue team wanted, and that seemed to be just enough for Lottie to get a clear shot in. But yeah, the pressure is back on. We see Arg really trying to step up at this point. They want to get this goal in the final minute. The question is, will that go to overtime again, or will Ether this time take it and push it to a 1-0 in the series? So Lottie's now going to push it up front. Sweaty Mix go up for that. Yukio is waiting, has to win that contest. Ball dies out. Kill number 7 with the shot. Lottie with the save. They're still in there. Zocilian and Sebadam, they all seem to be faking a little bit. Might buy them the time that they need. Ball comes back. Lottie hits it out. Where is Sebadam? But Sebadam is nowhere near. Has had to retreat already. It does make the proper clear. But yeah, this is unfortunate for them. They had the opportunity. Just needed one more shot to make there, and it would have been in. And now at 15 seconds, they have to be quick.
Bit of a breakdown in communication there by Arg, as you had 2 players basically staring at the ball. One of them, both of them assuming the other was going to take it. Less than 10 seconds to go. Last ditch push then is Lauti's demo. That is pretty much going to stall this offensive. It thunders back into the orange half.
Oh, it still falls in.
Oh no! Off of Bacillin. Oh, what a way to finish this match number 2 then in favor of Aether.
A little bit of an unfortunate goal for them, but hey, at least they can take it now when the damage had already been dealt by either. But yeah, it turned out to be a little and a half for them. We saw in the final 10 seconds how 2 players of the ARC squad also got demoed up, and yeah, that's what you do sometimes see. That Ether was really antsy to take, and they do take it, which means we're at least going to a 4th game in this best of 5 series. It's actually pretty close, surprisingly close between these 2 teams, and at this point it does seem like Ether has the slight upper hand. As we could see in game 1-2, it's anyone's game. Anyone can still get it, and we're gonna jump straight back in. This is our 3rd game of the semi-finals, this GFinity competitor event. Let's see how that will work out.
Aether are working much more as a team unit, whereas it would seem Arg doesn't seem to have that team cohesion that we see in some of the other top teams. A good save there by Lauti. As we see a number of double commits, a number of those just hesitant moments coming out of, oh, we certainly did in that second round. Oh, crikey, that was a risky clear. But so yeah, Arg just need to get back into their practice rotations and just trust in their teammates a bit more, but get that communication back up and running where it should be.
Well, let's see if they'll be able to do that as we enter our 3rd game. We're almost with a minute past. Kill number 7 wants to air carry it through. Does go for 2 hits. See Yukio then clear the way. This is a good setup from him for Sweaty Mix. But we'll see the clear being made by Arg. Now Sebadam has to push it first. He's got the boost. He's ready for it. He's gonna center it. Where is Ocilian? There he is, but kill number 7 just clears it away just on top of his head. But Lottie, the offense is still going. Sweaty Mix now hitting it over to the side. Ball going all over the place. Yukio now has to get it. Ocilian had no boost there. Almost an own goal again. And the ball will not fall in the net there. We're still at a 0-0 score. Unless Sweaty Mix got something to say about that. Doesn't have that either. That looks like Arc has some time to breathe.
Yeah, clutch saving work going on there, but it has paid off this time for Team Arg. There's a long shot there. Sweaty Mix read that one well. Again, that was a more kind of panic play than coordinated play, but this time it's paid off for them. Oh, long shot, open goal. Oh dear. Again, the communication's broken down. Lauti was nowhere to be found. He'd run off. Oh no, he hadn't run off a boost. He was actually. He had a decent amount of boost. Just he didn't get back in the goal quick enough.
Yeah, I don't think anyone expected killer number 7 to come up there and able to score it all the way from blue half. A good pass though from Sweaty Mix, putting him in the position to clear it, and with a monstrous hit from him, that ball does go in. We see Ether again taking a lead. They have done so consistently in the past 3 games. Will they be able to hold on to that? So see Lottie now picking up the ball, has to try and get the second hit, but Yukio's already there to clear it. Makes a few touches there, not allowing Oscillion or Sebedam to pick up the ball. As Lottie now jumps in, this is going to be centered. Where is Sebedam? Sebedam is going back. Oscillion gets beaten to the ball. Net's being left open. Yukio can get the shot, but what a save from Lottie. Although the second will not be enough.
A great effort by Lottie, just couldn't quite recover enough, quick enough rather, for that second shot to come in. Oscillion just also couldn't make it there in time. Killer number 7 picking his time perfectly.
It's been fortunate to see how Ark's defense is holding up at this point, because every time that we do either get an opportunity on goal, it looks like they only have one defender being back there. They need to rotate a little bit quicker, or at least be anticipating on the fact that they can make those fast rotates. And then they might be able to still pull it through, although this game will be tough with still 2 minutes left on the clock. Let's see how that goes on as you see killer number 7 hitting it over to the left side. He's got to win this contest against Lottie. Wins the 50-50, almost even goes into the goal. Now against Oscillion then. Oscillion gets it past. Lottie wants to go for a second touch. Almost does get that, but Sweaty Mix comes in to make the clear. A good clear again over to the side as Yukio pushed it through. I'll wait for Sweaty Mix. He has to pick that up, but Oscillion makes a good clear. I know the ball's being pushed back into blue half. Let's go up for it again. Waits for it there. A little bit too long, and Sebedam wants to get the... Okay.
Oh my goodness me. That was close.
That was very close. And now it looks like Sweaty Mix wants to do it elbow himself. What a great save from Lottie. The dribble plays that we haven't really seen that much are now trying to come in. Oscillion wants to do the same. Sebedam will not win that 50-50 against Yukio, so let's see how Lottie's going to take that away. Hits it over to the right side. Might still be something to work with, although Yukio has already picked up on it. Sweetie Mix with the pass. Yukio, another pass. There's kill number 7. There he is. The center is in. And now the clear has been made. We see all 3 players participating in the attacks, and that's currently what's giving Ether the upper hand. 1 minute left on the clock.
Again with the passing play that's now Arga coming out with. He's certainly stalling the offensive from Ether then. Oh, no sooner do I say that, Lousy having to make a stunning save there. And this time Oscillion is in, ready to get that one away. But again, we're seeing where Ether are working much more as a cohesive team unit. If a player is demoed, another player is there straight away to take that position. Whereas Arg just seem to be making passes into a position with no other player there. Yet again, there, a pass into the middle, no one there to back it up. Arg need to get that cohesion much better if they're going to try and take any wins from the Aether team this evening.
Yeah, unless a miracle happens right now, Ether will be taking that second series as we're in the final 10 seconds. Let's get number 7 so wants to make something happen. Clean shot for Sweaty Mix, and that is how we're going to end it. 3-0 from Ether. And again, very well played. I mean, look at that. He gets it past 2 of the defenders. A clean shot for Sweaty Mix. Alati, yeah, unfortunate for him. Again, what they didn't expect. That's enough to make the third.
He got the midfield boost there and just couldn't get back quick enough. By the time he'd seen it go past the Oscillion and Sebedam, he just could not cover the ground quick enough. Oh, great last-ditch effort there. But that is another win for the Aether team.
Mentioned it, really starting to seem like the differences are apparent. We see Ether working together just a little bit better, but that definitely is enough for them to take the lead. In the first game, we saw the game kind of being stolen away from them as Arc was able to make those last minute goals, not pushing it to overtime, then win the first game 3-2. But yeah, in this third game, the difference is quite there. 3 goals apart, 3-0 for Ether. If we take a look at the stats, they're not that far apart from the shots that we really see there. 4 saves on the Arc side, 3 saves on either side, but 10 shots for Ether and only 4 for Arc. And that is what really makes a difference.
Indeed, and we're seeing Sebadam seems to be having a bit of a delay here, so we will see. Has he got a problem, I wonder? Or is he just letting the time run out? Maybe having a quick bio break in between these next two rounds. But again, like we mentioned, ARC just need to get that cohesion back. They've got to get their communications back up. Too many times we're seeing passes into empty fields or clears in front of their own net. It's whereas Aether are just getting the passing play nice, getting the rotations really, really fluid. And of course, that's paying off in goals.
Well, let's see how that's going to unfold in our fourth game. It is match point already for Aether if they want to go to the grand finals. And ARC will have to be quick and win the next couple of games if they want to be that team in the grand finals. Well, let's see how they're going to work with it. They seem to be playing it very slow already, as Silly wants to pick up the ball, leaves it pretty much in front of Sweaty Mix. That doesn't work out into a goal either. Till number 7 now hits it back. Yumio with a pass. Sabadam has to come in quick, makes the double touch. This is a really good one. This puts Asilian up in a place where he can pass it up to Lottie. But that doesn't work either.
I'm not sure Lottie meant to get that double touch. He played it very well off the corner. It was going to come into the middle. Asilian with a long shot, but already two defenders there. Sebadam returns it. Again, Yuko had already read where that one was going. So again, that's ARC trying to get the early pressure on. At the moment, it's not paying off for them.
Yeah, we see again the pressure from Aether coming in, being just a little tad more, although they have to watch out for Lottie now as Yukio demos him. That could have been the goal for ARC. Does not happen quite yet though, as we see players being back in the field now. There we go, kill number 7 has to pick it up, makes a double hit together with Yukio. And they get it past, no, Lottie picks it up. Kill number 7 there again. See Sweaty Mix now retreating. Yukio flies up. Has to make a second touch. Doesn't make that second touch. Sweaty Mix was waiting for that. Now he has to center it. Yukio's not ready for it. Cillian will put it back into the blue half. And again, the clears are being made. So far, the ball's going all over the place. So Yukio wants to have to say something about that. Cillian there with the clear. And with almost 2 minutes past, it's still 0-0.
Yeah, that was well defended there by Team ARC, although that's an empty net that, interestingly, Aether couldn't capitalize on. So they were a bit slow on that particular offensive. But ARC did manage to get that together to keep that out of the ball. There was quite a few 50-50s that were challenged there. Sweaty Mixers picked that one up. So it was a shame that Aether couldn't capitalize on that, where they would have done in the last couple of games, but they were just a little bit too slow on that one.
Yeah, the ball's still here in the orange half. We see Lottie trying to take it away, has to get a second touch. Does get that, but the ball still seems to fall in favor of the Aether team. Zuki now tries to hit it up. We're waiting for someone else to get that touch. Sweaty Mix picks up the ball. 7am hits it over. This could just be enough, but kill number 7 has control and lifts it over both of their players. Really didn't expect that one to go in.
Yeah, Sebadam didn't get a good touch on it, and Lottie and Asila, neither of them went for it. One of them should have said, go, and should have challenged for that. They both sat back, and as it was, they both got defeated in the same spot.
That was a pretty impressive shot from kill number 7 though. Hits it up just now. I think nobody really was expecting that. They expected a little dribble to come in from him. But then again, if it's not being contested with 2 players waiting on the goal line, you're kind of making a mistake there. But we do see that ARC has switched up a little bit. Because instead of having one or sometimes not even a player back in the net when those shots were being made, they did have 2 now. They're able to make their clears now as well and anticipate just a little bit better. They might still be able to take it, but they're looking at a 1-goal deficit right now, so they have to work with that. They need to make a goal in the next 1 minute and 35 seconds. So let's see if they can do that. Sweaty Mix goes up for the ball. Lottie has got it past him. We'll wait for Sebadam, so he has to win the contest on the line. Ball still being put over. Sebadam is there, but goes back. Lets Oscillian do the work. Has to jump in, hits it over. Good pass onto Lottie, but intercepted by the Aether team. Another good shot coming in from kill number 7. Sebadam's not being able to take it away yet. Now he is able, no, still not. The interceptions being made by Aether are definitely on point. And so far it doesn't seem like ARC is able to get a shot on goal.
But their defensive rotations are much more solid this time. Every attempt has been, bar the obviously one goal we've had so far, every attempt we've seen has been met by at least one player, and they haven't been tripping over each other. Oh, Sebadam, can he do it? Oh, he doesn't win the 50-50 that would have leveled the score. Yeah, we're seeing much better defensive rotation from ARG in this particular matchup.
Oh, will that still not be enough? No, Lottie is able to make the save, so the final nail in the coffin has not been struck in yet. So we do see Sweaty Mix going up for it again. Wants to put it down just in front of the net. Does do that. Nobody really there to get. This has to be a goal for Lottie. Lottie misses it. As Sabadam hits it too far to the side. This could have been the breakaway that ARG needed, although the ball is still in orange half. They have to be quick. Is anyone there to center it? Ball's being put up. Kill number 7 has time to work with. Swen Mix pushes it up front even more. The ball's gonna die out. It dies down on the line. It will be Ether that secures it. 3-1 win for them. And we're gonna see them later on the grand finals of this GFinity event.
A much better passing play coming out from ARG there that was able to put that much more pressure, but in a much more coordinated way onto Ether. It wasn't just get the ball, get rid of it, get it up the other end. It was much more a case of find where are my players, there they are, get the ball up there and scatter the defenders. It didn't quite come off into a leveling goal though, although that was their best opportunity in the closing minutes of that last match. Didn't work out for them this time around, so we will see Aether in the final.
Yeah, so let's take a look at the brackets in the meantime, see if they have been updated so we know who the second semi-final is going to be. Of course, the game that we will be catching straight away. And it looks like that brackets... Ah, there we go. The bracket is... The game's already played?
No, unfortunately, we had a forfeit for
we
our
had a
second
forfeit
semi-final.
coming in. Okay, that
we
explains.
did. Unfortunately, Descending Angels had a roster problem, so sadly they've had to forfeit their semi-final. So Pepperoni came through that one. So our final is going to be Aether and Pepperoni.
All right, if I look at the Pepperoni roster for the people here on Twitch that want to know who will be coming up against, we see Mike Rolls, Grandmaster Sexay, and Flumox. That looks like quite a solid team as well. So we have again some known players battling it out, and it will either be the Pepperoni squad or the Ether squad that's going to take it. So I'll be updating the overlays according to that. So as you guys know, we'll be moving on straight to the grand finals as there's a forfeit in the lower semi-finals. I'll be back in a minute or 5, I assume, and then we'll catch the grand finals together with King-Kodiak. Are you excited for it?
Oh yes, Mike Rose and Grandmaster Sexhead. I mean, they've been in the Rocket League scene for quite a long time. Flummox is not a name I'm as familiar with, but again, the quality of play we're seeing just in this one match alone, and with these names that are coming along, oh, I'm looking forward to this.
Alright, so we'll take a short break. We'll be back in about 5 minutes. Then we'll catch the grand finals of Ether versus Pepperoni. Alright, here we are again. We are back with this GFinity Thursday event on the 3rd of August. We have the Competitor Cup on our way, and we have the Grand Finals being streamed for you guys. Once again, I'll be your host for tonight. I'm Mythsky. I'm here with King-Kodiak.
It is a great pleasure to be in this casting box once again. So, in our Grand Final, we have got Aether that we have just seen playing alongside Pepperoni. Ooh, this is going to be good fun. Flummox? That's not right. Oh, it was right. I beg your pardon. Flummox, Mike Rules, and who was his third? Oh, yes, of course, Grandmaster Sexay. Should have looked that up before reading it out, so I do apologise for that. Alongside, number 7, Yukio and Sweaty Mix.
So,
and I'll wait for this.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be very interesting. We'll find out who is going to take this GFinity event. Do not forget there's quite something on the line. We have a prize pool of 210 quid, as well as quite a few GFinity points. The winner will take 750. Second place will take 450 of those series points. And with that, of course, they'll be able to qualify for some bigger events later on here. In the meantime, let's give another shout out for GFinity for hosting these events. They have quite a few events coming here, guys, and if we look at the Challenger Series and the Contender Series that they're also hosting, make sure to definitely sign up for that. Contender Series, anyone is free to play, and if you do accumulate enough points, you'll be able to play in the Competitor Series against these guys. But don't forget, they have more games on these series as well. Together with Rocket League, we also see Street Fighter V and Counter-Strike Global Offensive. But in the meantime, let's focus on this game because it looks like all the players are coming in right now. This will be the Grand Finals. We have Aether coming up versus Pepperoni. And as soon as they get into the teams, we'll be able to get this started. Aether will be on the blue side. On the orange half, we will see Pepperoni. This is going to be a best of 7 in order to determine who's going to win it. The players are getting in there, so let's switch over. I'm curious to see how this is going to go.
Looking forward to this. Judging on sort of previous reputation, it would seem that the advantage is with Pepperoni, but as we saw in the last match, that could speak for nothing. Oh my goodness me, Mike Rules having to get back very, very quickly to make a very clutch save there. Oh wow, that's a lot of pressure on Pepperoni already. The Aether trying to get that early momentum to get Pepperoni on the back foot.
That was a really nice attempt that we saw Sweaty Mix make together with Yukio, making the passing play together. It almost worked out as it did get a center, although they have to watch out. Look at that, the powerhouse of both of the teams really coming in there. A lot of shots already been made in the first 35 seconds. Already have 5 shots coming in total. That is very good. And again, a clear has to be made by Grandmaster Sexy. Yukio now hits it up. Mike Rules with the clear. There's a very hard clear. Grandmaster Sexy goes after that. Will not be able to make the shot yet. Tries to go for the goalie. Killer number 7 was waiting there. Makes the clear yet again. Ball does not die in midfield yet. Yukio tries to go after it. Has to make that center. He's trying to battle it out with Mike Rules. Gets it past him. Another clear by Grandmaster Sexy. Hit it up. Killer number 7 still there. Sweaty Mix then has to be quick. He centered it up for his teammate. Ball does come back. Does not die out yet. Flummox makes the save. And finally it does go in.
Wow, what great passing play by Aether. Every single effort was backed up by someone. Flummox just couldn't get that clear away. Yukio with the great body block, sending that one in for 1-0, 3:40 to go.
The defensive play so far is really good on both of the teams. For Aether and for Pepperoni, they're doing it really well. But yeah, at some point, with so much attack being put up towards the net, the ball has to go in eventually, and that is what we really saw happen. Shots after shots were being made, and then finally it does fall in, although Flummox wants to make another one. Oh! No, does not go in? No, it does not go in.
Oh, he got in the way of the shot. Oh, goodness me.
I think it was Mike who got away for his shot. Otherwise, we've been able to get the clean shot in the net. And now Sexy then, no, kill number 7 is there to intercept. Has to be quick though with the retreat. seconds. The ball's still up in blue half. It's being put there real closely. But at some point, we saw what happened earlier. The ball will go in if this much pressure is being made. Sexy now with the shot. Sweaty Mix with the clear. Goes after it. Has to make another touch. Does make that other touch. Flummox still waiting there. Yukio, oh, hits it the wrong way. So kill number 7 has to come in. Make sure that the ball dies out a little bit. With 2 minutes 35 seconds left. It's still a 1-0 lead for Ether.
And again, Aether's defensive rotation working very, very well. But say you can't take it away. The Pepperoni offensive rotation working brilliantly. Now off the backboard, but no one there. Yukio gets a great touch. Sweaty Mix sends it to the wall. Wow, that was great play by both sides. Oh, what a great bounce effort there. Just doesn't work him off. Leaves an open net, and killer number 7 sinks that one home for 2-0.
That was a really good attack by Sweaty Mix at first. Gets it past the goalie there. Ball does bounce off of the back wall. This was expected there. Killer number 7 is waiting to put that in the net. 2-0 lead to Ether. But to be fair, at this point, it doesn't really seem like one of the teams is really standing out. It really is Ether being able to put the hammer down and actually get them in the net. Maybe they'll be able to make it third as Sweaty Mix goes up there, but look at that defense holding up well for Pepperoni there. See Mike rules. Oh no, he gets beaten to the ball. Sweaty Mix gets that. Yukio with the hit, wants to go for a second touch, but Mike hits it all the way up. Not going to be an opportunity there. With the ball now being pushed back into orange half, it's still a 2-0 lead for Ether.
Again, you see the difference in how the defensive rotation for Pepperoni is getting the ball away from the goal, not just trying to clear it into the middle, either with a very long clear to the other side of the field or into the corners. That's the sort of difference we're seeing this time around that we didn't see between himself and oh, what a shot there by Grandmaster Sexy. Didn't quite come over the. Gotta hand it to Aether. Their defense has been absolutely rock solid this time around. Mike, oh, that was a risky clear. Killer number 7 intercepted that one. Again, we're seeing very few offensive mistakes. A couple of times the Aether squad are passing into an empty space. Oh, look at that. Capitalizing on a defensive error there by Pepperoni. 3-0.
I'm not really sure if you can call that a defensive error. Look at that. Sweaty Mix gets it past both of the defenders, completely fakes them out there, and Flummox will not be able to retreat in time. That's a 3-0 lead now for Ether, and it looks like they've got the lead that they're waiting for. The lead just be enough to clinch them the first win in this best of 7 series. We still have 50 seconds left on the clock though, although it will be pretty tough for Pepperoni to come back from this, especially with another open net shot, but kill number 7 hits it wide.
A rare offensive mistake there from Aether, but it was, again, we had all 3 of the Pepperoni players up front trying to get that pressure on, and it backfired on them. Oh, goodness me, Flummox couldn't get that shot deflected away, and Sweaty Mix again. Sweaty's on fire.
Yeah, it looks like killer number 7 has made up for his mistake earlier on. Wasn't able to put the hammer down 10 seconds ago, but later on does participate in that play as he allows Sweaty Mix to make that goal. Currently 4-0 to Ether. And yeah, they're definitely showing why they should be winning this first game. Although what is quite interesting, though, the amount of there's not really like any miscommits that we see coming in here. Defensive plays are being really good. It's just that it seems like Ether is just a little bit more accurate on making the plays at this point, which is giving them the upper hand. We'll just see how that works as the time dies out. Look at that. Sweaty Mix wants to do it all by himself. And Micros will just make the short clear. The ball's going to hit the ground. There we are. A 4-0 win for Ether in this first game of the grand finals. The pressure's on Pepperoni.
Yeah, that it is. But Sweaty Mix was out just having good fun there right at the end. We've seen the brilliant inter-team play going on from both sides, to be fair. But Ether just getting that passing play perfectly well, scattering the Pepperoni defense and sealing 4 goals. I mean, against the likes of Mike Rules and Grandmaster Sexy alone, not taking anything away from Flummox. Seen a few errors from Flummox, though, which, again, has caused a goal or 2. But wow, what amazing play we're seeing by Ether tonight.
Yeah, Aether has already shown to be playing quite well in the semi-finals, but it seems like they've topped it up a notch for this grand finals. That's really good to see. The team play that they've been making is very good, as we see Sweaty Mix pushing it all the way up in front of the goal. Now has to come up for that again, but a good save from Grandmaster Sexy. Ball does come back, but there's Flummox waiting. Constantly they have a goalie waiting for any shots to happen. That is something that they do very well, and that's going to make sure that this game stays close. The ball still all the way in orange half, as Mike now hits it over to Flummox. Hits it back to Mike. Mike is going to try to break away with it. It's all the way there. Yukio does not win that contest fully. Ball's being put back. Shot being made by Flummox. Just does not go in. Demo as well being made. Now kill number 7 will be there, but look at that. A good clear by Mike off the back wall. That's all they need. They do make a double commit for that now. So they have to watch out that this does not result into a goal. Does not, as Mike gets another clear. And it looks like defense is really holding on at this point. No! Killer number 7 gets that far goal.
Again, you see the offensive pressure just pounding. And all 3 of the Pepperoni players were on the left side of that field, trying to get that ball away. And eventually that pressure is going to pay off, as we've seen.
Yeah, just look at how well placed shot that was. The ball could not have been more right in that right corner. Even hits the poles as it zooms in. But yeah, it was really having 3 people there on the side. That did not work out, although we'll just jump straight back in as we see Sweaty trying to drop it there. Grandma sucks. Sexy now. Let's put it front. Oh, look at that. Yukio, another great clear. The ball's being pushed back. Grandma Sexy waits. Let's try and push it up. Kill number 7 makes it clear again. Now Flummox has to pass it over to his teammate, but Mike was not really there quite yet. Yumeo gets it past him. Ball comes back. Yukio now has to make the goal to get with kill number 7. Does not work out. A very nice attempt. At least the idea was really good. The execution, not that perfect. We do see Ether still in control of that ball. We have 3 minutes left on the clock. Grandma Sachs with an open net.
Oh,
not it yet. Now it is.
Oh, that's probably the first defensive mistake we've seen from Ether all night. There we go. You actually saw Sweaty was thinking that was going to go into the middle of the field. Suddenly it's intercepted. No one back. Wow, well, that's a rare mistake then from Ether. 1-1 then. Just shy of 3 minutes to go.
The pass coming out there on Grandma Sexy was dead on, and that really does allow them to come back in the game. And yeah, we're not even halfway through. It's a 1-1 series, and this is going to be a very close series. You can already feel it. Both of the teams are really working together well, but look at that pass from kill number 7. So accurate. No, this is even better. Just goes high as Flummox makes that shot, but looks like the Pepperoni team is able to find each other a little bit better. Team play stepping up, and are going to be very deadly if Ether's not prepared for that.
Absolutely, the passing play and positioning, that looks like the communications also, in order to get that positioning right, all of these factors have suddenly improved in Pepperoni, and that pressure has just swung bow in their favour. Now we're seeing Aether having to be much more defensive. You're not seeing that kind of offensive rotation. No sooner do I say that a shot comes out. Wow. I'll sit here and be quiet then, because they just completely proven me wrong. That was a great amount of offensive pressure by Pepperoni. That was a great save by Mikey. Couldn't react quick enough for the follow-up. 2-1.
Yeah, it really was again that shot by kill number 7 in the first place being made from a very tough angle, pretty much forcing the Pepperoni squad to try and make a quick clear for that. And with Yukio still waiting for the redirect that did eventually come there, they were able to increase their lead back to the 1. You see Ramos Sexy hitting it over to Flummox. Flummox misses the ball there. He's going to allow Ether to break away with that. He does get the boost as a present from Sweaty Mix there. So he makes it to the back. Still waiting for any opportunity here as Flummox is waiting near the line. Kill number 7 does get it past him. Now the ball does go away. Flummox has to make a proper clear now. What a good clear from him. Ball's back in blue half. Yukio is still waiting there. It's been hit up. Flummox has it over the side where Mike should be waiting. Doesn't really get there. Sexy then has to win this against Sweaty Mix. Sweaty Mix bails from it. Ball still being pushed up. Kill number 7 has to make the tap onto the goal. This centers it perfectly, but a double commit being made. Now Flummox has to be real quick and try and make that goal, and he does. No!
Oh, no!
It does not go in. This was the golden opportunity for Pepperoni. Ah, they do have it. Fine then.
Oh, goodness me. That should have sunk in a few seconds ago, but as it was, the big... it was that whiff by Killers number 7 that set that one up. If he got that contact, that would have been in the corner. Well, leveled up, less than a minute to go.
Yeah, it really was that double commit all the way in the other half when the clear was being made. It was a pretty much easy goal for Pepperoni, although Flummox forgot to make the goal there. A few seconds later, thankfully for them, it did go in, and it's still a tied game. 40 seconds left. We'll see Yukio try and take it into orange half again. Gets it past one of the players. Killer number 7 now has to pick it up. Can he make the center? He's going to try and do it himself. Is he? No, he tried to get the angle there. We see all defenders immediately jumping in for that. Not going to make that happen. Flummox now hits it up. Makes a good shot. Almost goes in. Kill number 7 with the clear. 15 seconds remain. Ball's being put back up to the goal. Kill number 7 has to be there. Mike Rules does not win that contest. Looks like we might be going to overtime here. And we will definitely be... Or not yet. Nah, the ball's going to hit the ground now. We are in overtime in this second game. And Ether and Pepperoni will try to battle that out. We still have Ether with the 1-0 lead. They really need to take it. How long will this overtime last?
Well, indeed. We saw a lot of panic defensive play by Ether. They seem to have lost their composure a bit. Oh, no sooner do I say that. Killer number 7 just squeaks that one home. What a narrow angle. I don't think anybody from Pepperoni thought that was going to go. Look at that.
Wow, that was a really impressive shot coming in from killer number 7. Definitely nobody there to anticipate on that, but that's really what killer number 7 has been doing so far all night, making shots that nobody's really expecting. And with them not expecting the shots, he's able to make goals, able to make centers that some players will not be able to do, and that is giving them the upper hand. 2-0 now for Ether, although they kind of snuck that one away. It's a very close series still, even though the 2-0 lead is there. But Pepperoni really has to make it work this time. They have to win this next game in order to keep him in. And they'll have to do it quick. We're back in for the third game. Let's see who wins that kickoff. It will be Grandmaster Sexy, although the ball does fall into the orange half. Kyo's already waiting for that. Makes that shot straight away. Good save from Grandmaster Sexy. See kill number 7 coming again. Sweaty Mix is there waiting. Good clear from, again, Grandmaster Sexy doing all the work. He's going to make the shot himself. Not too strong there as we have Mike still waiting in the back. Nobody's there to defend it now. Sweaty Mix has to make the quick center. Center is easily intercepted by Sexy there. Number 7 wants to get it past him. Does get it past. But the other players, that's what we're waiting for. Not really able to come in there in time. We'll see Sweaty Mix trying to center it up again. Does not win that contest against Mike Rules. Killer number 7 does get the shot still in. Again on the line, we see Grandma Sexy. Now Sweaty Mix has to center it. Killer number 7 has backed off all the way. He's now going to pick up that ball. Wants to go with a shot straight away. Has to win this contest. Does not. Flummox gets that clear. We're 1 minute in. 0 goals so far.
Good read there by Yukio. He saw that one coming. We're now seeing a decent amount of offensive pressure by both sides, but neither of them are trying anything really ridiculous. No one is really sending 3 players in. We saw a couple of double commits on Pepperoni's side earlier, but at the moment it hasn't backfired on them just yet. We've seen a few of those kind of shots going for the top of the bar, trying to get a bar down goal, but at the moment both sides giving enough respect that to know that it can turn around very, very quickly. Both sides have got experienced hands. Killer number 7 can't quite get that angle there, and here we go again. So switching over to the blue side. Ooh, good effort, slightly too wide. So this could go on a while. We could see a 0-0 overtime here. So Pepperoni really playing the team game far, far more, which they should have done in the first game. They're really making Aether work for it now.
Ball is still... Oh, is this going to be... No. Oh, that would have been a very unfortunate goal. That might have been an own goal by Mike, actually. Number 7 is still there though, trying to push it into the orange net as they're coming dangerously close in order to making that goal. Mike then tries to do this together with Grandma Sexy. He's got no boost though, so can't really do anything with that. Jumps up, gets it past. Kill number 7 is still waiting in the back. It's a good clear. Wants to go for it himself as the demo's being made on Sexy, but Mike rolls immediately, does that back onto Sweaty Mix. And there we go, demos coming in, man on man play that we see happen at this point. Will that affect the tie of games? It should be, as some goals should eventually fall, and see Yukio getting it past to the defenders. Ball's going to go back in, but at this point it doesn't seem like Ether is able to push in the offense, the offense that they had earlier on. They are not able to get the constant shots in as the defense is that much tighter from Pepperoni.
Yeah, the offensive pressure is not quite as strong as we saw, particularly in the first match from Aether. They're getting the plays up there, but they're giving up the possession too early. It's coming out of their possession from about the midfield. We saw before they were getting the passing play right the way through. And here we see Sweaty Mix again, he's completely on his own. There's no one. Oh, killer number 7 was now following him through, but that was quite a long way after when Sweaty Mix got up there. So the passing play is not quite there for Aether at the moment, as we've seen earlier.
Well, they're able to result it into a goal right now. Though, see Yukio picking it up, has to center it to his teammate. Ball goes just a little bit wide. Sweaty Mix just stops the ball completely on the right side of the net. We see Mike trying to take it away. Mistake that way there. Yukio can't pick it up. But again, this pass being made into no man's land. So we're really waiting for a shot to happen. Look at that. Mike rolls, wins that commit and gets the goal even. What a crazy intercept by Mike.
Mike saw Sweaty coming and just read where that ball was going to go. Perfectly placed. Oh, wow. He got the bounce off the ceiling, and that is the lead in this match to Pepperoni.
This might be the lucky break that the Pepperonis need in order to come back in these grand finals. Will they get another quick goal? No, Flummox hits it just too far over the side. Mike still has it though. It's going to be a shot, but will not go in as kill number 7 makes that clear. Now it's up to Ether as they're being put down in this match. They're certainly tracking behind about 1 goal. It's the first time actually all night, as far as the casting games go, that they have been conceding the first goal in the game. So it makes wants to do something about that. Mike just missing that ball there. Yukio hits it back. They have to be quick as there are only 10 seconds left. Sexy, not sure what he tried to do with that contest. Does work out fabulously for them. Maybe a final attempt from killer number 7, or this ball's gonna die out. It will not die out quite yet. Flummox then. Still not. There we go. Ball dies out. 1-0 win for Pepperoni. But what a close game that was. And a really, really sick goal from Mike.
And that's exactly what Pepperoni were not doing first time around. They were getting their passes sorted out. They kept the pressure on, but both teams were just letting it go too early for too long. It did take nearly the whole match for that 1 goal from Pepperoni. Brilliant mid-air intercept then from Mike for that one to come home. So now we've got 1 in Pepperoni's favour. Still 2-1, of course, as we know. But it's now we will see whether Aether are going to tilt or whether they can regroup and get that momentum back again.
Well, let's see how that will pan out in our 4th game of the night in this best of 7 series. What's really interesting to note though about the previous game is the amount of shots that were being made. If I'm not mistaken, we saw 5 come in only for Ether and 3 for Pepperoni, so 8 shots in total. That's almost the same amount as we had in the first minute of the first game here tonight. So the defensive plays have definitely stepped up. Both of the teams are backing away a little bit, although Yukio and kill number 7 are trying to play against that this time. The offensive pressure seems to be coming back, as they will have to do that in order to win this game. Yukio is now waiting, has to center it up. It's it far to the side. Sweaty Mix has to wait in the back. He's gonna get that shot. Gonna try and play it out, but Flummox has anticipated on that, intercepts it as well. See Grandma Sexy now hit it up. Just goes across the goal. See Flummox missing his boost there. Does not matter too much as he's still able to center it. Wants to now demo away the goalies. There is no goalie really to demo at this point. Flummox hits it again to the side, and we're already a minute in. not much offensive plays happened yet.
Oh, no.
And I said
shooting
correct.
You say that. Oh, again, that was a bit of a defense scattering going on. Flummox did not want to get that touch. Grandmaster actually missed it in the goal, and that caused the ball to come home. 1-0, 3:59 to go.
Yeah, it was a bit unfortunate for him. It looked like killer number 7 was going to try and make another shot. I think that's what he was anticipating for. But with him, yeah, he just faked out the goalie there. Did not touch the ball at all. And then it goes in. Another great angle coming in from killer number 7. Just not enough. Now Sweaty Mix has to secure it. This could be 2-0. Where is the next player? Yukio is there. Killer number 7 is there. Everyone's up in front of the goal. The ball does not go in yet. He's going to try and do it again though. Hits it back for Sweaty Mix. Good pass. Where's Yukio? There he is. Can he now score it? Ball goes back, being hit up by Mike Rules, and I think the offense should now die out at some point. Yukio's not going to be able to get it, so that is that. Offensive has been holded. Defense really hanging in there for the Pepperoni squad, but they'll have to if they want to stay in this game, as it's a 2-1 lead for Ether.
That's exactly what I was meaning. That offensive pressure was all right in front of their goal. It had to be. I mean, great effort by the Pepperoni squad to keep that out. But that's exactly what we didn't see last time around. All the ball was just being given up in the middle. Now it's, oh, goodness me, what a turnaround there from Flummox, but not quite there. We saw a few people run out of boost, which is what caused the Aether offensive to stall, sadly. But, I mean, great effort from both sides at this stage.
Oh, with that, both the teams are definitely keeping it close. It's still only a 1-goal lead as this one just sails wide. We'll wait for Sweaty Mix to try and pick up the ball again. Micro's gonna make the clear. Again, he's been doing a very good job on the defensive end. Haven't really seen him do too much on scoring-wise, apart from that magnificent goal, of course, in our third game. Killer number 7 is still able to get that through the defense. Yukio now hits it up. Killer number 7 has to hit it back. Does that perfectly. There's Sweaty Mix, but no goal yet. Great save from Flummox. And he's keeping them in his half.
That was a great save by Flummox. He saw who was going to go for that. But again, we see this offensive rotation coming in again, trying to scatter the Pepperoni defenders off the back wall. Oh, brilliantly done. Played off the back wall. You know, a great way of setting up a shot for the next player is to play it at the goal, as killer number 7 did there. Probably could have got more angle on it. He played it off the back. Sweaty Mix perfectly followed that through. 2-0.
There we go. We see that Ether now finally has the lead that they need in order to secure this fifth match, or fourth match still, sorry. As we're in this best of 7 series. So we see killer number 7 trying to take it through again. But yeah, the 2-0 lead that they have now should be enough given the other games that we've seen so far. But as we all know, neither of these teams wants to give up too quick. Definitely not the Pepperoni squad. See another shot coming in from, oh, it goes in.
Then that was, again, we just saw the exact same tactic being played by Pepperoni. Grandmaster, yeah, I thought that came off the back wall. It was an unfortunate own goal by Sweaty Mix. Went out for it, didn't get the touch, and sadly it came off the back of it.
Well, with that, they're suddenly back in the game. They still have over a minute left in order to force this into another overtime. The previous overtime in that second game was won by Ether, though, after only 15 seconds. But they'll have to get into overtime first. Flummox is going to try and make that work first. Here, then. Mike. Oh, Mike just misses the ball there. Minute now left. As Grandmaster Sexy hits it back into the blue half. Goal number 7 waits for that. Flummox gets the intercept. That's a good one. Oh, we see Sweaty Mix missing the ball, but Yukio comes in just in time to make that save. It's a really good defensive play again from Ether.
Yeah, well rotated in there. Grandmaster taking his time. Killer number 7 could have gone for it. But it's a difficult situation when you're doing a 50-50 that close to the net. You don't want to push it across if there's no one there to follow it up. So you wait for the defender to make the first move so you can then try and counteract it.
This was almost a very nice setup coming up there. Grandmaster Sexy first making that double hit and then pushing it back into one of the other players. Now then, could be an open net shot, though Flummox was not really anticipating on that. 5 seconds remain on the countdown. This just thought, oh, it just falls in.
Oh, well done by killer number 7 there. Whether he intended this to be a shot or not, again, nobody there. Michaels can't quite get back for it, and that is a shot from downtown for 3-1.
Yeah, this ball just falls in all the way from the blue half, and that should be the lead that Ether needs here. They're going to take this 4th game of the night, putting themselves up 3-1 in this series, and that means they just need one more in order to claim victory in this GFinity event. They're coming dangerously close to it, and it looks like they just seem to have that little edge over Pepperoni.
That they do. I mean, they've certainly got the mental edge. There's still time for Pepperoni to pick up the pieces and try and get that pressure back on. It was where that passing play came in. That's what Pepperoni need to pick up on, and that's what's going to scatter the Aether defenders. But Aether doing a great job of doing exactly that against the Pepperoni squad.
Well, they don't have much leeway now, as we know. We see Ether on match point. Pepperoni will need to take the remaining games if they still want to win this. That means winning 3 games in a row. Let's first start with this first game as you see Sweaty Mix go for it. Just misses it up in the air. Well, doesn't really get a proper hit there as he's still got the aerial touch. Okay, now once again, kill number 7. Hits it up. They're trying to play with the ball as Grandma's Sexy now finally breaks it away. It even goes in. Nobody at the net to defend it.
Sweaty Mix was away. He's actually... He come midfield and Grandmaster Sexy just thundered that past him. He couldn't react quick enough. And that is 1-0, 29 seconds gone.
Yeah, that was, again, what we might not have seen there is the pass that Mike made there. Makes that perfectly onto his teammate Grandmaster Sexy, and he'll be able to put that in the net. Great effort from them. It puts Pepperoni up in the lead, exactly what they need at this point as they're trailing behind 3-1 in this series. Yuki now just hits it up in the air too much. But kill number 7 still there, trying to make that shot. Gets saved this time by Flummox. They're trying to take his time. No Sweaty Mix there to intercept it. Oh, he fakes out the goalie and scores the equalizer.
Oh, well played. Sweaty Mix has been on fire all night. That's the touch. Goes up for it and bails to get Mike Rawls away from it. Brilliant stuff.
That was an absolute monstrous goal coming in for Ether. Definitely for Sweaty Mix as well. He's really showing his worth on the Ether squad as he puts another one on the scoreboard. Wants to go for another, and this one's even more impressive. Sweaty Mix coming all the way up and getting that second touch. Look at that. Reads it perfectly fine and drops it in.
Wow, he knew where that was going. He started boosting down to the ground before the ball could hit the ceiling. He knew that was going to get the corner spot that will send it straight down. Brilliantly so, I can't speak.
Well, it's definitely kicking up a little bit now as both of the teams are trying to apply more and more pressure. This is what we want to see. We want the match to break open. We want all of the players to commit for those goals, and instead of having a slow game, a fast game with a lot of goals being made, it definitely looks like this match could be turning into that as we're in our 5th game. Killer number 7 is going to jump up for that. Yukio can't get it past quite yet. Let's see Sweaty Mix pick up the ball. Can't get it past Mike Rolls. He's still in there. Does not center it for Grandmaster Sexy quite there yet. Flummox hits it over both the players. Demos the goalie. Is this going to be a shot? No, Mike can't get that touch properly in there. And we immediately see Ether break away. There's Yukio. Does not get the goal. Was hoping that he could put Mike Rolls in a position that he would make that own goal there. Almost worked out, but not quite yet. As Mike, we see him again winning that contest, this time on the blue half. Number 7 has to take it away. See Flummox being there in time. Grandmaster Sexy, let's keep an eye on him. He wants to push it into that blue net. We see Ether still with the lead. Yukio made a shot. Saved by Flummox. Mike Rolls has to come in there again. And
great shot, and great save.
Yeah, great shots, great saves. They're all being made now. The pressure seems to be cooling down just a little bit of what we saw earlier there. But boy, these teams have definitely stepped up a notch in this final game. What could be a final game at least if the scores stay the same. This is only the 5th game as we see Grandmaster Sexy has to pick it up now. makes a shot, not on target. Skill number 7 tries to take that away, to get the hammer down. Does do that sorta. As Flummox will now be picking up the ball. Is he now gonna go for a carry through? Sweaty Mix pretty much gets that back into in front of the goal. So killer number 7 had to make it clear there. Let's do that in time. This time Sweaty Mix does get that proper clear. Flummox and Sexy playing together. Where is Mike? We're waiting for him to join the play. He has to back off. We see the offense. He may now. Oh, Mike now wins the contest. Has to go for the ball. He's got no boost left, so has to wait for that. Maybe to bump away someone. Will not happen either. With a minute and 20 seconds left on the clock, it's still either in a 2-1 lead. Pepperoni has to get them one quick, or we're done for.
That will indeed be that. So we're seeing some good pressure coming out by Pepperoni, but again, Aether just has an answer every single time.
They have again though. Oh, this is not being made properly, and this will fall in. That's a 2-0, but look at Flummox carrying it all the way through. He doesn't actually hit the second time. It's a clear just not being right there. They expected Flummox to make that second touch. Did not happen. Instead, centering it for Pepperoni still. And with a minute left, we are back in here. It is 2-2, and unless a goal is going to be made the next minute, we're going to go into overtime. Mike is trying to do... No, it was Flummox. Sorry for that. He tries to come in for that, but we see Aether trying to break it away again. There's Grandmaster Sexy. Trying to do him himself. This shot is on target. Sweaty Mix hits it over to the side. Yukio can't get the touch properly in here. We see Grandmaster Sexy waiting for a pass that is yet to come. Unfortunately, does not come at all. Now we see killer number 7 try to break away with it. Does not happen either. And time is slowly ticking away. Only 20 seconds left as Mike makes another shot. The pressure seems to be coming from the Pepperoni squad, so they have to be quick. There is Flummox. He gets the shot. He gets the hammer down. And we have Pepperoni in the lead.
And that's the exact result of all that offensive pressure. The cycling working perfectly well. And again, we saw all of the Aether players on the left-hand side, and that ball being scored on the right-hand side of the goal. We saw that before, and it's been used perfectly well again.
Well, at this point, it looks like Pepperoni is going to be coming back into the series. This ball's going to die out in just a minute as Mike hits it into the ground. 3-2, still in Aether's favor, but Pepperoni just coming back there in time. Do not forget, with exactly a minute left on the clock, they were still trailing behind 2-1, but with 2 goals in that final minute, they put themselves up front. And that's why we are now at 3-2 in this series. We'll be going to our 6th game in this grand finals of this best of 7 series. And yeah, who's to say it can still go either way?
It certainly can. Flummox came alive in the closing moments of that last game and clinched it ready for Pepperoni. That carry that just completely threw Yukio off and got the scoreline leveled, and then got that winning goal for Pepperoni last time around.
Well, let's see if they'll be able to do the same this time, if they can push that momentum through in our 6th game and push this to a 7th and final match of the night, unless, of course, Aether's going to have other plans for that. See Yukio waiting for that, tries to make that shot. Mike Rolls has to get the save, gets a good save. This kill number 7 still manages to pick it up. Now the clear is being made even further away, as now he's going to be able to make a shot. That was a good pass onto Flummox, who's not able to get the shot on target. Grandmaster Sexy hits that post though.
Looking for a bar down goal there. I mean, it's so close.
Definitely is close as we are waiting for our first goal in this 6th game. So far the pressure has not been there too much. 3 shots in total have been made. You see Flummox pick up the ball. He's gonna hit it back over to Mike. Mike does not get the angle just fine with that bicycle hit. Our Grandmaster Sexy makes the center. Killer number 7 gets the clear in time just before Flummox can do anything with that. Now the ball's being pushed all the way into blue half. We just wait for anyone to pick up on that. A Sweaty Mix has to get in the save. Gets a save in there quite well. Now Flummox goes with a shot. Ooh, Yukio almost lets that die out in front of the net. With Sweaty Mix still being there in the back, they keep it at 0-0.
Oh, that was a little bit dangerous there as Yuko inadvertently killed that in front of their own net, but Sweaty Mix was there to cycle in and get that one away. Killer number 7 now clears out to the orange half. What we're seeing is much more physical play as well by Pepperoni. They've been one for demoing the goalkeeper quite a few times. We're seeing, again, a fair amount of that physical play being used much more to Pepperoni's advantage. Although now, again, we're seeing the passing play coming out for Aether. Can they get it home? No. Again, the defensive play for Pepperoni is working well for them at the moment.
Yeah, at this point, it almost looks like the momentum has changed a little bit. We see Pepperoni come out of their shell and trying to take the advantage in this game. They're still keeping it very close. You see Sweaty Mix with a great pass onto Yukio. Yukio wins that contest just as to get it past Grandmaster Sexay. Will not be able to do that. You see Sweaty Mix now trailing for it. Mike Rolls gets the clear. Shot from killer number 7. Save being made. Now they have to be quick. Flummox comes in there, but Yukio has already gotten the clear in. We're halfway through the match. No goal yet, although Mike has to make a save at the last minute.
That was a beautiful shot by Sweaty Mix. He pre-jumped that by quite a way and got a brilliant turn on it. Was looking again at that tricky bar down goal, but was saved very well by the Pepperoni squad. You see the Aether crew know when to bail on an offensive. If the ball has gone too far into the opposition half without enough support, they know to bail on it as opposed to chase it. It's all well and good being able to block a shot or block the opposing effort, but you've got to know when to get back into your own half to prepare for the counter-attacks. Oh, double commit there from Aether. That could have been nasty. They've got that to the corner though. But both sides trying to switch it up a bit. The pace has slowed down a little bit. Both sides trying something different. And there's the physical play, this time by Aether, to try and switch the momentum back to their own half.
Yeah, we saw a little bit earlier on an attempt team play by killer number 7 and Sweaty Mix. That unfortunately did not work out. Could have been a great goal, although they still have a shot at the goal right now. Killer number 7 has to center it. A little bit of an overcommit. Now only one defender being back there. Flummox just has to get it past him. Mike Rolls hits it up again. Where is Grandmaster Sexay? There he is. But there's no third player to try and make that shot, as we see killer number 7 try to take it away. Flummox still there though. Wants to go for a shot. There's going to be a double touch. This is going to go in. It hits the post. It gets saved on the line by Yukio. Aether hanging in there by a thread. But it's just enough here as we enter the final 40 seconds.
The goal was open for a very, very long period of time. Flummox had a great run of that. Such a shame. Again, another attempt at that bar down goal. Just bounced away from the line as opposed to towards it. And Yukio judged it perfectly well to get a body block to keep the ball out of their own net. We could be seeing a 0-0 overtime here.
It almost looked like Aether was going to give that away. They seemed a little bit shaky on those attempts, even missing one of the clears. It got really, really close, but the ball would just not go in. So now we have 10 seconds left. Sweaty Mix is going to come from the roof. Is he going to do it himself? He does it himself! What a crazy goal by Sweaty Mix. And with 6 seconds left on the clock, this could be it.
That was a brilliant. He used his last jump so well to get that ball in a position where it was just undefendable. Absolutely stunning.
It's always good to see the best goal of the night come in at the latest point. Kill number 7 tries to make another one. This is gonna fall in as well. Not if Micro's got something to say about that, but it will not matter. The ball will die out any second. Are we gonna go to overtime still? No, we will not. Aether is going to win that series, but what a devastating goal from Sweaty Mix at the end. You definitely gotta owe it to him. But what a beautiful goal that was last minute.
And to be fair, the defensive rotation by Pepperoni was fairly spot on, but that was a fairly risky play for Sweaty to try. But God, did he make that work? Absolutely stunning.
Well, it was all planned. I mean, if you want to do something like that last minute, of course, as you said, it is very, very risky. But oh boy, it worked out perfectly fine, and it gives Aether what they need. It gives them the game, it gives them the series, and they win the tournament with that. A 4-2 win over the Pepperoni squad, and they will be your GFinity champions, at least for this cup, on the 3rd of August, the competitor cup that we had. The 3v3 event, and I will take away most of the GFinity points and try to move up in that ranking. What a game that was, King-Kodiak. Especially the last game. Really, really close.
Absolutely. You saw the momentum start very much one way for Ether, and then Pepperoni just brought it back. They were just, I think they were just a little bit too slow in getting that team cohesion, because Ether really had the momentum very early on. They had the passing play, they had the offensive rotation absolutely spot on, and when the direction did change, their defensive rotation was absolutely great. Second game wasn't so strong, and Pepperoni just kept piling that pressure on. They got the momentum, but Ether just managed to pull it out of the bag. But wow, what an incredible closing goal we saw then to seal the deal for Aether.
Yeah, it was really close all the way through, and at the last point, especially the last game, we were waiting for Pepperoni to try and win that and push it to a 7 and last game. But we saw so many games ending up close. We saw the second game being won in overtime. The third game, we saw Pepperoni win by that crazy goal from Mike, just giving them the edge. Now that final game being won 1-0 as well. It was a very, very close game. These teams are really close in together. And they gave us a good one for the grand finals, that's for sure.
They did, and one of the beauties of the GFinity setup is we do see some slightly less familiar names, such as Flummox. Being able to mix it with the big boys, Mike Rawls, etc. It's good to see some other players getting out there, getting a platform to show their skills off, and of course, as casters get the joy of seeing the fruits of their labour. And we saw, Flummox really did come alive at the closing stages of that one. But yeah, great play by both sides, but great win for Ether overall.
Yeah, and I guess for this week at least, it's definitely not over yet because I do believe we have more coming up tomorrow, don't we?
We certainly do. I cannot wait.
All right, well, we'll hope to see you there then. For today, we'll be tuning it out once more. A big congrats over to the Ether squad. You guys win this GFinity event. And our quick shout out for GFinity for hosting all the events. Make sure to check out the GFinity page at gfinity.net if you want to sign up for these cups, because as I mentioned before, you first have the contender series. In the contender series, if you can make enough points, you'll be able to get into the competitor series, and in the competitor series, you'll be able to battle it out against these guys. So it's definitely worth it. Wish you good luck with that. But for today, I wish you a good night as well. Have a good one, and we hope to see you tomorrow on the same channel, hopefully with you as well, King-Kodiak.
I thoroughly look forward to being back in the caster booth. Thank you very much for those that have been with us throughout the stream, and we will see you right here for more Rocket League action.
Good night.
Good night.